and then turn the brush in to the eye. Up and then in. If you want it deeper, just take the color and place it. Don't even blend it. And then open. Perfect. That looks great. I'm just going to blend this one a little bit more. And then open. Perfect. That looks great. With my finger, I'm just going to soften the outer edge a little bit on this left eye here with my finger. Looks fantastic. And again, if you want it darker, just keep applying it into the center. You don't even have to blend it just until you get the depthness that you want. Like so. I might think, okay, she needs a little deeper in the crease, so I take the color, placing it in the crease, but I'm not actually blending it, so it gives a deeper set look. And then turn this way. Perfect. And then close. Again, evening them up, making them even. Awesome, just like that. Now I'm going to take our brows and I'm going to brush up the brows a bit. And any holes in the brow, I'm going to fill in with a brush as well. I don't like using pencils, they're waxy, they pull on the eye, and they also look artificial. So you want to use a powder again. I have a brush, it's wired. You can use a hairbrush as well if you want, as long as it's angled as such. This is an angled brush with natural hairs. This is a wired brush, it's stiff. I'm going to use the wired one. I'm going to take a color that I think is best suited for her. It's about a shade or two lighter than the natural color of the hair. We've already brushed them up. And where there are holes, typically if you take the back of the brush that you're using, the brow starts here, the highest point should be right here. That's where the arch is of the brow. And it really should stop right there at the end of the eye. So just fill it in where there's missing hairs. That way it won't look like she took a pencil and colored it in. Perfect. Awesome. Now we're going to take a synthetic hair brush, taking a white, it's a pure white, there's no shimmer in this, and I'm taking it and I'm placing it under the brow where I want the highest part of the arch. Placing it under the brow. I'm not blending it. I'm just placing it there. And it's pure white. So it gives the illusion that the eyes are higher arched than they might actually be. And also if she hasn't had time to wax or pluck, this also hides that effect as well if she hadn't had time to get that done. Also, I'm going to place a little bit of this white on the upper part of the brow as well. This gives a fabulous higher arch effect as well. Beautiful. The next brush we're going to use is a brush that can use wet with water. I dip it into a little bit of water. Now I'm taking my charcoal. I like to use shadows that can be used multi-purpose and they can be used wet or dry, such as this one. We're going to reuse this on the lid. We want to create, again, I'm going to lift the lid and I want to create a nice perfect line across the top. And then up and out, again, giving the illusion that everything is lifted up. I'll take my finger and then open. Perfect, just like that. Again, wet. Dip it in there and close. And just lightly cross it over the top. This one needs a little bit more water. Lift the lid and bring it right across the eye. Might be a little wet, so you want to keep the eye closed just for a minute. Let's see that. Okay, perfect. That looks great. Okay. One more brush. We're going to take the same color now using a dry. We just used one wet for the upper lid. We're going to apply the same color with a dry brush for underneath the eye. And why don't you look straight ahead? Perfect. And just take it as close to underneath the lash and into the corner of the eye as possible. And if you want to connect it with the upper lid, that works well as well. Perfect. That looks great. Top it off with some mascara. And lower the lash. Lift the lid just a bit. Coat each lash. Put as many layers as you want. Typically it's 3. I purposely chose not to use false eyelashes for this because I wanted to show people you can get this look without applying the false eyelashes. But we will do a segment on how to apply lashes and how to take care of them, the right sizes, the right shapes for different types of eyes. That'll be our next series. And look up just a bit. I like to take the brush, hold it this way, and then just lightly feather it across the bottom. Lightly feather across the bottom, just to get every lash on the bottom as well. And then look straight ahead. Boy, that looks great. Now, you could take a bright red lip for this look, but like I said in the beginning, I like to go ahead and do a nude lip with a bright, dark, sexy eye like this. And maybe just a tad of blush. I'm going to take my powder one more time and just lightly go over the face just to make sure if anything got anywhere that it's gone, and this just helps to also make sure there's no shine. I don't like shine. I like a nice matte look. I'll take a little bit of our blush. I chose just a pale, pale pink. It's very soft. It looks great with the dark hair, and then it's going to look great with the pale lip. I like to take a little bit on the forehead as well, along the jawline here. This looks perfect. And we're going to do our nude lip. I'm going to take a light pencil and just kind of feather the outside of the lip line. And in her case, I want her lip to look a little fuller on the top. So I'll go outside the lip line, just a tad on the top. But I'm not drawing it on. I'm just feathering it on lightly. Perfect. Take a basic lip brush, can be any lip brush. Blend the line into the lip. Take our color, this is a pale, pale pink. It's got a little beige in it, which I love. And just on top of the lip itself, and that looks great. It doesn't get any better than this, everybody. This is your smoky evening face, eyes, lips. And we're going to do a few more series and keep going. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, or you just want to make any comments, you go to Makeup by Virginia. Check out our website. We're going to have maybe podcasts on there. The future is bright for us, so any questions, suggestions, or any comments, you can go ahead and email me. And again, this is Makeup by Virginia. And thanks so much for taking the time to check this out. We hope this has been helpful to you, and we'll present several more series. Thank you.